What's going on, civilians of all ages, anybody else that is just watching this video? We are back with some more endgame Minecraft edition where our objective is to beat Minecraft. We're going to beat it from scratch and do everything. And I know you guys are going to kind of be disappointed, but this episode is going to be a lot of work in our house a bit. And one thing I kind of did is I was going to block all this off. And I gotta go get some wood actually, so that'll be one of our only really journeys today. I found out that this wasn't working well, so let's put that down to 9 or 10. But yeah, so I know I missed yesterday. Yesterday was supposed to be the actual day for endgame, but I just didn't get to it. I was pretty busy actually, so I didn't have the time to actually get it up. So today will be the day where I'll upload one rather, and I'll probably just do all the house stuff in this episode so that when we come back next episode we can go back and try to find our diamond stuff. And that's good for us, right? We need all that stuff back. It's not the same with no stuff.
Getting wood, not again.
Well, that's when I reformatted it got rid of everything of course, which kinda sucks, but we got everything again. And I also cleaned my PC yesterday, like actually just took it apart and cleaned the fan and stuff. Just, I don't know, it's just to be safe. And it was starting to get a little loud again, but not like loud, it was just starting to get a little bit of a buzz in the background. So I kind of just said, why not, we'll clean it. It takes me about 10 minutes and we gave it a minor clean and it's fine now, so yeah, that's where we stand. But right now, we're just going to grab all this wood, head over to our home. For anybody, I want to talk about some things on commentating and whatnot. And I know that I'm not the only one who has started out and had trouble or gone through trouble trying to get yourself started on YouTube. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of give you guys some tips and whatever, pointers if you want to follow, on how to be more of a successful commentator rather than being a lazy one. And I might not be the greatest example because I know I have been lazy, but just take my word, this is truth. I've seen it all over. One thing you don't want to do is, of course you want a good mic. And if you don't have a good microphone, it's awful to record. Because okay, let's say we go over and we listen to somebody's stuff. Would you rather hear a bad mic or a good one? And if it's it's okay if it's a mediocre one, but if it gets down to how bad it is, where there's always a buzz or something in the background, then it's really a bad mic and you got to consider upgrading before you really want to start anything. And that's one of my main tips there. Like, that's something you need before you start commentating, because if you have a bad mic, it just doesn't sound right, and people always have trouble following, and it does get quite annoying. Another one I have is try to breathe through your nose. I've seen this actually on a thread, and I kind of said, well, that does make sense, because if you're going to breathe through your mouth, likely you're going to hear it in the commentary. And that's not that good, so you really got to try breathing through your nose, so you can not have that every now and then you can hear them breathe and whatnot. And it's not bad, but I know I can hear myself breathe sometimes, and I really I gotta work on that. That's kind of a more minor one. You really don't have to worry too much about that. But it is something that you would look into to make sure that your audio is really good and you don't have any little spikes in the audio from your breathing. And there's one right there. And here's another one. I don't know what to do anymore, guys. We're gonna go break some stuff and I don't know. You got your monotones, and when it comes to monotone, it's something that you probably never want to come across. Monotone's the worst thing to want to hear in a commentary, and I probably can say I've done this, and feel free to disagree or agree, whatever, but I'm just kind of making some points here on how to be a little bit more of a successful commentator. So really, you gotta really put some enthusiasm into what you're doing, because if you're not showing enthusiasm, people are gonna be like, he's just doing this, he's not really making an effort or an attempt at stuff, he's just going at it and seeing what he can do. So that's definitely something you want to really you want to have that down right when you start. So that's a big key there. We also have things such as being able to do some catchy, just key phrases. Like, me, I use Skelly You Jelly, we have We Bro, We Blow, we got all of them. We have a whole different, there's tons though, so you guys know what it's like to come across stuff like that. And obviously not everybody can make a decent saying right away. It does take time. I can understand that. But there is times where you can easily, if you goof, you can find a good one. Like, you can easily find a good saying off a mistake you make. And I never really made a mistake for mine. I just kind of thought of them as, oh, it'd be kind of cool to have a little quote or a key catchphrase or something. And I don't know if there's so much catchphrases, more of just little phrases that I'd say when I come across any sort of mob. But I do have fun with it, guys, and I hope you enjoy that. Another thing I might have to say about is feel free to do things with friends. Like, if you're shy or whatnot, get out there. Really make an attempt to want to play with friends, because then you can really get your true side out. Because when you're playing alone, it might be harder for people to really know who you really are. And believe me on this or don't, but I know when I play with Bunsey, when I started playing with Bunsey, before that, I probably wasn't the same person, because I just wasn't so upbeat and really into, oh man, I don't want that. Shit. Okay, well, we'll just fix it. I don't even know why I was breaking this wall, to be honest. But again, like, if you're playing with a friend of yours and you guys get really into it, then you're obviously going to show a side that people might not have seen. And I know that you guys probably have been able to tell, but me and Bunsey really haven't gotten too much ado. If you checked out a couple of the Borderlands ones, you might see us a little different and talking more, just like getting into the game, really. That's all you really want to get into the game, but really be friendly and upbeat and stuff. Like, you got to be enthusiastic, and everything's got to go. It's got to work out for you in the end. I'm trying to think of a couple more, because I can come across them. I've seen these all over threads. I'm not saying these are mine, but I have thought of these myself, especially the quotes and whatnot. But yeah, make sure, if you're doing anything different, don't steal stuff from people. Everybody has their own catchphrases, and it's not right for someone to just go say, hello everybody, it's nSiiVz and whatever, but you just don't want to do that. Like, if you were to say, it's something you don't do, and you're really going to get hated on probably if you do something like that, especially off such a bigger commentator as nSiiVz himself. But just saying, for example, try to keep things as original as possible. And again, coming across original, you want to do things original. And I might not be the best for that, because I can't say that I've done a lot original. Like, Endgame's probably my most original series, but it's something that's been done. And I'm glad you guys enjoy it, because that's awesome to know you guys enjoy this, but it's been done before, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It just might not have a catchy title. And there's another one, you want to have yourself a catchy title where people can really see, ooh, that actually looks really good, and that it appeals to others' eyes, and it's like, that's a really unique title. I might give it a shot and go check it out. So yeah, if you can get anywhere along those lines, making yourself a nice title, then you might have some luck with people going and watching your videos. So actually, we gotta cook up some. Alright, this is almost done. Come on. There you go. Now we need this, and this is gonna suck, guys. Come on. So I don't know. But yeah, everything you do has got to be your own. It's got to be original. It can't be the same as anybody else. Of course, you might have some time where you either say something that might have been said, but it's like, okay, who cares? Stuff can be original, and it's okay sometimes to do stuff that's not your own, but not when it's going to an extent where you're completely taking somebody else's idea. And it's happened before. Like, it's hard to work with sometimes. I know when you start out, you don't get much to start with, because people don't really look so much into people like me and Bunsey. Really had to work hard to get where we are at, and I'm only at about 88, but there's another thing. I don't worry about subscribers. I'm all about just uploading content that you guys enjoy and want to see. So I aim for you guys to be happy about the content more than how many people watch it. And I know Bunsey does the same, because me and Bunsey are both kind of in the same situation, except that I've also... Here's one that, don't sit there and advertise your videos that much. It's okay to do one, like a thread. I have my own thread on the Minecraft forums where every now and then I'll post saying that I have a new episode up, and if they want to go check it out, go check it out. But I'm not saying go to other channels and start plaguing their channel comments saying, hey, go check out my channel, I'm a YouTube commentator, blah, blah, blah. You want to make sure you keep it as original, and don't get yourself out there like that, because people are going to go there and they're going to see it and they're going to be like, it's an easy way to gain hate. So if you want to start being able to put yourself out there, it's kind of a win-lose. You can get some people watching your videos, or you can do it the way where it's more satisfying and gain them over time. I can say that this channel I have had started for quite a bit actually, and I gotta go get some wood again. I've had this channel started since January 19th last year, and I can say that before I had all these Minecraft videos, I previously deleted all my other videos, which was probably like 5 or 6 Call of Duty videos. I know I got off this channel, and I never really should have, and nSiiVz has always been my go-to for everything. Anything PSN, everything's been nSiiVz, so it's something that I've always been with, and it's not going to change. I got to Sivilians, and there's a cool thing. Like I said, having cool catchphrases, whatever, but also having a really cool name for your for your subscribers, friends, blah blah blah. And I consider all you guys my civilians. I always have some sort of goofy saying to go along with it. It makes things a lot funner and more interesting to watch. And it's good to add in humor every now and then. Ouch, bitch.
Die, Sky, die!
It's good to add in your own humor every now and then. To really kind of, if you're kind of, you have those odd saying, or you have those odd, what would it be called? Just those odd moments where you don't talk at all. And that's a bad point there. You guys really want to talk. I'm breaking this because I don't want to shovel. You want to be able to talk through your whole video. You don't want to be sitting there and have these long spells where you don't say anything. And that just shows shyness and that you're not really ready yet. You can be ready, but it takes practice. And it's as easy as going over it, and when you start a video, kind of get over your first couple lines done. Don't worry about it too much, thinking that... I actually seen this one on the forums, which is... I'd love to point out who said it, because it is a great one. Really, go over your lines a couple times before you start recording. Like, you really want to get those first couple lines down so people know what you're all about, and if you start off on a good note, then maybe they'll sit there and watch. It's okay if you have a point where they're not so interested, but as long as you can kind of get it back to its original pace, it should be all good in the end. But let's see. So we're gonna go throw all this again into our home. I just seen a creeper, so let's grab this. Aw, creeper.
Bro, get out here. Get out here, bitch.
No,
Bro, die, bitch. No.
Aw, oh, we need dirt. No, not really, but hey, whatever. We'll take it. But yeah, you really want stuff to be all yours. You want to have to know that, because if you're taking ideas, you're going to have to go find more ideas. You want to make sure that everything's your own, that you've gotten it, so that whenever you make new videos, you're not left sitting there trying to think of something to say. And this has happened. Like, everybody goes through these little phases. I think I've definitely changed, and I noticed that it's not a bad change. It's a good change. I've been able to adapt to the amount of civilians watching these videos and enjoying them. I've been able to just do everything. I've been able to... Yeah, I've just been there for everything. I've actually completely changed my style of commentary, I think. If you go check back to my first Minecraft video and you check out this video or the video before, you're going to see a big change in myself. And it's a good change because I really did change a lot. And it's something I really like to see. I go back to my old videos and I'm like, wow, I sound so depressing and just not... I don't sound the same. But, yeah. I'm trying to think of a couple more things for you guys, but that's as far as I can go for tips. If you guys like hearing a couple tips from me, I might make a little 1-2 video series on just tips and tricks, guides, whatever. I know I might not be the best person to hear stuff from, considering I'm not that big, but I know what means right and what's wrong. It's fairly simple to know what's right and wrong on the YouTube community and how to get people's attention. For attention, all you really have to do is give it a shot. Don't, like, plaguing your stuff, like I mentioned, was just, it's something you don't want to do, because then that's how you're gonna go for. Like, I guess I said a threads as far as I'd go for posting my videos, and I did that once. Like, I have my own little thread on the forums. I might post one saying I'm streaming, but that's a completely different story. That's nothing to do with this. But I might post that saying, oh, I'm streaming, go check me out. If you want to go watch some grade A Minecraft or whatever you want to call it, just Minecraft itself, then yeah, just go check out the stream, and we're having a blast over there. So I don't mind doing that, but when it comes to stuff like videos, I'll just post a new reply to my thread saying, okay, I updated all the stuff, we got the playlist updated, we got everything updated, and now we're ready to get our next episode ready. So alright, let's see. Another thing, probably my last really pointer. I know I've probably said another thing too many times in this video, but probably my last little pointer I have for you guys today is be yourselves. I've said this, but be yourself for one, and don't let trolls get to you. See, I think I kind of did, and I came back a fresh new person. I was like, what are trolls? I just was like, I'm not going to let any troll decide how I do things or anything. I'm going to do things on how the people that like my stuff want to see it, and I'm going to do it how I enjoy it. I want things that I enjoy where I can really be myself and get myself going and having fun, or I can be what another person wants me to be. Some person that'll sit there and judge me for who I am as a commentator, or just the person I am and people enjoying what I do. Lastly, I was just going to say, try to not to use your words too many times in one video. I think I've probably done that a bit in this video, so I'm just going to say that because it is kind of true. When you see people using and buts and all that too many times, it does get quite annoying. I bet if I was to watch over a couple of my videos, you'd see that. So again, I cannot say I'm the perfect example for that, but obviously you look at bigger commentators, they might have a little bit better of a, you might be able to go to them for more stuff. But if you really like nSiiVz and what he does, and anybody interested in kind of following in what I do, or doing YouTube videos and trying to get along the lines where I'm at, having a lot of fun with it and just doing it a lot. Like, I'm really enjoying this series. It's been a blast to do, so we don't need that torch up there. Okay, we're gonna block this off. Okay, we'll just, yeah. Yeah, but it's awesome. So I've had a blast doing everything with you guys. The civilians are basically, I've said this, but you guys, like, I keep going because you guys enjoy what I do. And I know that my old one, I stopped doing Call of Duty videos mainly because of the hate. You can't really get along in the Call of Duty community doing stuff because people just don't seem to really respect the time and effort at all you put into making a video. And it does suck because it's like, I just got hated on for trying to do a video. And it really does suck because you're just sitting there and it's like, what's the point even doing videos if people aren't gonna at least say, nice try, have fun doing it. Maybe in the future you'll learn to make some new, better videos that actually appeal to more users. And yeah, it's all on you how you want. Oh, I thought that was a skeleton. It's all on how you want to run your channel. All I can say is you really got to be yourself. That's probably my biggest one, is being yourself. Damn it. But all I can say is that's it for nSiiVz tips and tricks guide thingy. We didn't get too much done today. It was a lot of talking, guys, so I'm going to say this is kind of like a, I don't know, would this be like a 0.5 or should this be a full episode? But we're not done yet anyways. We'll be done probably after I get the floor done here. And then we'll probably call it a day. Alrighty. So I'm thinking I might switch this to floor after. Yeah, let's do this floor and then do the stone break the walls. Or do this wood, sorry. Yeah, because we'll kind of change. Like, it kind of, what would it be called? It, like, inverts the colors or whatever. You know, you'd have, like, black and white, and then it'd be white and black. Something along the lines. So, gravel, of course, my worst enemy. Go away. I hate you, gravel. This is an early commentary, actually. This is, like, 10:30 in the morning. I don't sound too much different. I don't know. It is kind of early, but I had a really good topic to discuss with you guys today on what I regarded and stuff like that. I can quickly go over how I started again. I was mainly a Call of Duty person as of the time. I never really got too big. I had an old channel with maybe 150 subscribers. I kind of let it go. I didn't even say anything that I was leaving. I did say I was leaving, but I didn't say anything about me being done YouTube or anything. So if anybody does catch me from any of my old channels, it's nice to see you again. Obviously, I might be a completely different person from back then. But I've been having a blast with this, and I'm here to stay. Nothing's changing, so all I can say is if there is days where I can't upload, I feel really bad, and I hate it. It's just like, some days it doesn't happen, and end game, I knew that one week. It was just because I was gone all weekend. I didn't have the time to upload or anything, but I'm hoping to stay on this 2-day pace. I've been on it, except that, and then this is the 3rd day because I just couldn't get it up that day. But I tried. So this will do for now. I think what we might do is put chests on this. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. There, sweet. And we can put a torch on right there. And yeah, why not? Or should we put this? Yeah, you guys tell me what you want to know. Should it be? Yeah, that does look better. Okay, I'll let you guys decide though. Whatever you think about this, I'll update in the next video. And then we're gonna put the chests on there. Oh my god, nSiiVz, you goof. Alright, let's just get some mini chests over there so we can kinda at least have a start and we're not always kinda getting everything kinda bunched up. We needed some room though. Alright, well I can just do these all right now. It's gonna be 2 big chests. We got enough wood, no worries. Oh, might as well just do it this way. There you go. But anyways, guys, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this. If you actually did enjoy these tips and just wondering what you can do to become a different commentator, actually getting yourself out there, it's pretty simple, but I can say, just ask me. PM me if you're wondering any information about what can I do if I'm in a certain situation, anything, guys. I'm open to help you all. You guys are like, if it comes to something like that, I can help you out. I can't say I can go as far as being in a video or anything, but I might be able to help you out in text and be able to actually either give you my Skype, and if you need any questions or regarding what to do with your channel, something along those lines, I'm always open to help you guys. I don't care what day it is. If I'm busy, I'll still get it up there no matter what, because you guys basically, I do this for you guys, and I think that I should owe it back to the community and what I do and give it back. So I hope you guys really do enjoy this. So actually, this came from the heart, this episode. They all do, but this one like especially came from deep, because I really think I put more of myself into this video than I have for most of my others, because I really talked about what to do and how to start a YouTube channel, how to be yourself, and really just do things. So if you like this more kind of quieter nSiiVz, let me know. Actually, I think my New Year's resolution will try to be to stop swearing as much. And I hate that about myself. I never used to. I think that's the only really thing that I've changed in that I don't really like. And that's, it's annoying one. It's an annoying one, I should say. But I'm going to try to stop. I'm going to limit myself. Not so much stop, because it is okay. But it's, once you get to a degree, it does start to get kind of bad. So I'm going to try not to. But anyways, guys, I enjoyed this episode talking to all you guys. Kind of a more personal, kind of just really working to be yourself and stuff. I'm not really... Okay, so we got... Oh, we're running out of coal. But hey, well, we might as well... We'll finish off the walls, and then we'll call it an episode, guys. I know we're already approaching 25 minutes, pretty close. So I'm going to quickly do the walls here. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough, so I'm going to kind of do a little pattern for the time being. I should have enough for this whole room, but if I don't, hey, we'll get it done next episode. So yeah, let's see. So we're actually, let's talk about the spawn. This world is actually a really good world. Like, I haven't explored it. Oh, by the way, obviously you noticed I did find my house. That took a while, probably a good 2 hours. And to find out that it was right under my nose the whole time, that was a kick in the balls. I'm not gonna lie. We actually did have some trouble. I did this all offline, just because I didn't like. Did you guys want to see me do a two and a half hour video on me trying to find my house? Probably not. That involves some cursing, sadly, but I was getting really mad. I was actually like, oh, I just felt so relieved when you find your house. It felt like a missing child or something. It's just like, you're so sad, and you're like, what am I supposed to do when I make my next video and I can't find my house? Like, where does this series go from there? I was along the lines of what I was thinking. I was really kind of concerned, and it was a nail biter. I just couldn't believe it was like right there the whole time. It was like a turn, and I was home. So I did notice a comment though. The one, I forget who said it, but actually you said something about, you'll know who you are, but I can't recall. One of the civilians had said that I was like right near it, and I was legitly like right near my house. That was the thing. And wow, we came down to a perfect amount. So we got 1 extra. Can we just waste it, please? I hate having 1. What I can do here is put it there, and yeah, that'll do. Why not? Hey, but anyways, guys, looks like that is it for this episode. We kind of branched off into this little wall, but this is going to be probably just a room. We're going to have some stoves set up along here. Not for this episode because everything's done. But anyways, guys, that's all I have. I hope you really enjoyed this episode. It really was a little deeper than most of them, and all I can say is bye, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. See you later.